You packed your things so quietly, like none of this meant much, while I stood there falling apart from losing your love. You couldn't even look at me when you said it's for the best. Funny how those simple words can bury what was left. I kept replaying every moment, trying to understand how somebody who once loved me deeply could let go so fast. And the hardest part about it was how calm you looked leaving. I was easy to leave, easy to forget, like all the nights we promised forever never happened yet. Yeah, your goodbye felt effortless, while mine still hurts to breathe. 'Cause losing you destroyed my world, but leaving me looked easy. I gave you every fragile part. You walked away like nothing changed. I was easy to leave. Now every morning feels heavier, every night lasts too long, and every little thing reminds me of the place where we went wrong. Everybody says you'll heal, but healing feels unreal when the person who meant everything makes you feel disposable. And I hate how part of me still hopes you'll miss me too, even after watching you move on like I was nothing to lose. And every lonely midnight still sounds like your last goodbye. I was easy to leave while I was begging you to stay, trying to hold together what was already drifting away. Yeah, depression learned my language the night you closed the door. Now every little piece of me still aches for you more. I stayed till there was nothing left, still trying to believe I was easy to leave. Maybe the deepest heartbreak is realizing you fought for somebody who never planned to fight for you back. I was easy to leave, but losing you still broke me slow. And every sleepless evening still feels impossible alone. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my soul stayed back somewhere in the quiet little moment. You stopped pretending to care, 'cause loving you felt permanent. But I was temporary to you. I was easy to leave. I started checking my phone every 5 minutes at night, wondering why your replies started feeling cold and dry. You used to call me beautiful, now you barely say my name. And every little change in you started driving me insane. I learned how to overthink silence like it was another language. 'Cause loving you felt like waiting for another heartbreak. I was losing sleep, trying not to lose you. You turn love into anxiety. Now every text feels like a test, and every little second without you still puts pressure on my chest. Yeah, your distance changed me deeply, more than you ever knew. 'Cause I started fearing every silence the longer I loved you. I missed the peace I had before my heart became this weak. You turned love into anxiety. You turned love into anxiety. Now every midnight feels endless, every memory feels loud, and every little thought of you still pulls my spirit down. Everybody says just leave him like it's easy after years, but toxic love wraps itself around you till you confuse pain with care. And I hate that part of me still waits for your name to glow. Even after all the damage, I still don't wanna let go. And every lonely evening still sounds like your goodbye. You turn love into anxiety. Now I overthink everything, every late reply, every cold look, every tiny shift in mood. Yeah, depression learned my language the night you emotionally changed. Now every little piece of me still feels permanently strained. I stayed till there was nothing left, still begging you to choose me. You turn love into anxiety. Maybe the saddest thing about toxic love is how it teaches your heart to panic instead of feeling safe. You turn love into anxiety, and I still carry that fear through every sleepless morning and every lonely year. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my heart stayed trapped somewhere. In the little moments I realized you stopped truly being there. 'Cause loving you changed the way I breathe and the way I think at night. You turn love into anxiety. Now I panic when it's quiet, 'cause silence feels like ever since the night you're looking at me the same way in your eyes. I used to believe in forever. Now Eve, feel you slowly made me fragile without Eve. Now loving any fear, I didn't leave your love broken. Your love left me broken. You changed the way my heart works. Now I'm scared of pain, scared of sky. Yeah, your silence still controls me, even after all this cat that keeps replaying in your mind. I miss feeling emotional. changed the way my heart works. Now every late reply feels personal. Every cold tone feels wrong, and Eve feels like another. Everybody says heal slowly, but he cut off how my soul receives love. And I hate that part of me still miss. Even after all the chaos, I still crave your prom. And every lonely evening still you change the way my heart works. Now anxiety sleeps with me and still hurts emotionally. Yeah, depression learned my language the night you emotionally changed. Now every still carries your name. I stayed till there was nothing left. Still, babe, you tried. Maybe the coolest thing about toxic love is how it follows you afterward. Into every future, into every silence, into every fear of being abandoned again. You change the way my heart works, and I still feel the damage now. And yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my soul's died while I was still. 'Cause loving you didn't just break my heart, you changed the way my heart works. You changed the way my heart works. Used to love the mornings, used to open all the blinds. Now I sleep through half the daylight just to quiet down my mind. You slowly changed the color of everything I knew. Now even happy songs somehow still remind me of you. I kept trying to stay hopeful while you slowly disappeared, and every little piece of me started drowning in the fear. I didn't notice I was breaking till I stopped feeling alive. I became someone sad because of you. And every little memory of us still feels too painful to move through. Yeah, your silence changed me deeply, more than words could ever do. 'Cause loving you too hard destroyed the life I used to hold on to. I miss the girl I was before. My whole world turned this blue. I became someone sad because of you. Now every room feels empty, even when friends are around. 'Cause heartbreak this heavy still pulls my spirit down. Everybody says heal slowly, but healing feels unreal. When somebody breaks your heart and leaves emotional scars that never heal. And I hate that part of me And every lonely evening still sounds like your goodbye. I became someone sad because of you, and I don't know how to change back. Now depression sleeps beside me, and every memory we have, yeah, your ghost still moves around me. And every little thing I do, and every sleepless midnight still feels connected to you. I stayed till there was nothing left, still begging love to stay true. I became someone sad because of you. Maybe the deepest heartbreak isn't losing somebody, maybe it's losing yourself while trying not to lose them. I became someone sad because of you, but I still carry your name through every sleepless morning and every storm inside my brain. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my heart stayed back somewhere. In the little moments you stopped loving me while I was still standing there. 'Cause loving you changed everything, down to the way I move. I became someone sad because of you. I became someone sad because of you. We were breaking down together, but somehow I cried alone. You stopped trying to save us before I even knew we were gone. Your words turned short and empty, your eyes stopped feeling warm, and every quiet little moment started feeling like a storm. I kept asking if you loved me, you kept saying I'm just tired, but deep inside I felt forever slowly catching fire. And I was mourning us while you were already moving on. You let me grieve alone while we were still together. I was drowning in the heartbreak you stopped feeling altogether. Yeah, your silence grew so heavy, it still lives inside my chest. 'Cause lonely hurts the deepest when you love somebody who loves you less. I gave you every fragile part till nothing stayed the same. You let me grieve alone. Now every room feels colder, every song sounds incomplete, and every memory still finds me when I can't fall asleep. Everybody says forget him, like healing happens fast, but toxic love leaves shadows long after the love is past. And I hate that part of me still waits for your late night call, even after watching you emotionally leave it all. inside now. Every little piece of me still breaks when I drive at night. I stayed till there was nothing left, still hoping love could heal. He let me grieve alone. Maybe the cruelest kind of heartbreak is being abandoned emotionally before the relationship even ends. You let me grieve alone, and I still carry that pain through every sleepless evening. And every storm inside my brain. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my heart stayed trapped somewhere in the little moments you stopped fighting while I was still standing there. 'Cause loving you felt forever, but losing you felt slow. Let me grieve alone. I stopped telling people how bad the nights can get, 'cause nobody really notices a heart that hurts this bad yet. I smile when they ask questions, say I'm doing okay, while carrying all this sadness like it's normal every day. You slowly taught my heart how loneliness can feel, even while laying beside somebody who used to make me heal. And somewhere inside your silence, I forgot how peace feels. I learned to cry quietly so nobody hears me break, holding my tears past midnight till my whole body aches. Yeah, your memory still haunts me like smoke I can't remove, 'cause toxic love leaves damage long after someone leaves you. I miss feeling emotionally safe before you changed the way I think. I learned to cry quietly. Now every room feels colder, every song sounds too real, and every little memory of us still refuses to heal. Everybody says time helps, but time just makes me think about the little ways you faded while I was trying not to sink. And I hate that part of me still checks my phone at night, hoping somehow you miss me enough to finally write. And every lonely evening still sounds like your goodbye. I learned to cry quietly, 'cause pain became my home, trying to survive heartbreak inside this room alone. Yeah, depression learned my language the night your love turned cold. Now every little piece of me still struggles to let go. I stayed till there was nothing left, still begging us to survive. I learned to cry quietly. ones who suffer silently. Every night I learn to cry quietly, but my heart still screams your name through every sleepless morning and every storm inside my brain. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my soul stays trapped somewhere in the little moments you stopped loving me while I was still standing there. 'Cause loving you changed something in me that I can't fully repair. I learned to cry quietly. I used to laugh without thinking. Us feels like somebody disappearing. You changed the way I love the now and expect people to leave. I kept trying to save us, wow. And somewhere inside your chaos, I didn't notice my heart changing till sadness became. I miss who I was before you, before every midnight silence started. Yeah, your distance changed me deeply, more than words could ever prove. 'Cause loving destroyed. I miss the light inside my eyes before heartbreak, Mom. I mess with. I miss bed. Now every room feels colder, every memory feels loud, and every I love the person everybody says move on, but healing feels unreal when somebody changes in ways you never fully heal. And I hate that part of me still. Even after all the damage, I still crave your light, and every lonely evening still sounds like you're good. I miss who I was before you, before day you made sadness feel. Yeah, your ghost still follows me through everything I do, and every sleepless night still somehow lead. I stayed till there was nothing left, still begging love to stay. I miss who I was before you. I miss who I was before you. Maybe the deepest heartbreak is in losing. Maybe it's realizing you lost yourself too. I miss who I was before you, but I don't know how to art. 'Cause loving you changed everything down to the way I heard. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my soul stayed trapped somewhere in the little while I was still standing there. 'Cause losing you broke my heart, but losing mine, I miss who I was before. packed your things so quietly, like none of this meant much. Well, I stood there falling apart from losing your love. You couldn't even look at me when you said it's for the best. Funny how those simple words can bury what was left. I kept replaying every moment, trying to understand how somebody who once loved me deeply could let go so fast. And the hardest part about it was how calm you looked leaving. I was easy to leave, easy to forget, like all the nights we promised forever never happened yet. Yeah, your goodbye felt effortless, while mine still hurts to breathe, 'cause losing you destroyed my world, but leaving me looked easy. I gave you every fragile part. You walked away like nothing changed. I was easy to leave. Now every morning feels heavier, every night lasts too long, and every little thing reminds me of the place where we went wrong. Everybody says you'll heal, but healing feels unreal when the person who meant everything makes you feel disposable. And I hate how part of me still hopes you miss me too, even after watching you move on like I was nothing to lose. And every lonely midnight still sounds like your last goodbye. I was easy to leave while I was begging you to stay, trying to hold together what was already drifting away. Yeah, depression learned my language the night you closed the door. Now every little piece of me still aches for you more. I stayed till there was nothing left, still trying to believe. I was easy to leave. Maybe the deepest heartbreak is realizing you fought for somebody who never planned to fight for you back. I was easy to leave, but losing you still broke me slow, and every sleepless evening still feels impossible alone. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my soul stayed back somewhere in the quiet little moment you stopped pretending to care. 'Cause loving you felt permanent, but I was temporary to you. I was easy to leave. You watched me break. I was crying in the same room, and you acted like you couldn't see the girl who would have done anything just to keep you with me. Your voice lost all its softness, your touch stopped feeling safe, and every little part of us started slowly fading away. I kept trying to fix the silence, you kept pulling further back. Funny how love can disappear without ever unpacking bags. And I was falling apart right in front of you. You watched me break and still walked away slowly, like my pain was something small, like losing me was easy. Yeah, your silence cut deeper than any goodbye could do. 'Cause the person I needed most stopped caring what I went through. I gave you every fragile part till nothing remained. You watched me break. Now every night feels endless, every morning hurts to wait, and every little memory of us still feels impossible to shake. Everybody says move on, but they don't know this kind of pain, when somebody destroys your heart without looking back again. And I hate that part of me still misses your voice at night. Even after all the damage, I still crave your light. And every lonely midnight still sounds like your name. You watch me break while pretending nothing changed, trying to survive the heartbreak of loving someone emotionally distant. Yeah, the pressure lives inside me since the night you changed your mind. Now every little piece of me still got left behind. I stayed till there was nothing left, still begging us to survive. You watched me break. Maybe the saddest heartbreak is realizing somebody saw your pain clearly and still chose to leave anyway. You watch me break, and I still replay the moment, the little look inside your eyes when I realized you were already gone. And yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my soul stayed trapped somewhere in the silence between us. When you stopped acting like you cared, 'cause losing you wasn't sudden, it happened slowly night by night. You watch me break. You held me like forever, but loved me like goodbye. Like deep down you already knew you were never gonna stay in my life. I gave you all my softest parts, the ones nobody else could touch. But every time I needed you, you disappeared when it got too much. I kept mistaking almost love for something real enough to trust. Now every little memory still turns my chest to dust. And I kept building dreams while you were planning your escape. You love me like a temporary thing, like something beautiful but brief. Now I'm left holding all the pain you left behind with different than goodbye. I gave you every fragile part till nothing felt the same. You love me like a temporary thing. Now every song sounds colder, every room echoes your name, and every little promise you made feels empty in my brain. Everybody says forget him, like hearts can switch that fast, but toxic love leaves fingerprints long after it passed. And I hate how part of me still waits for your voice at night. Even after all the damage, I still miss your light. And every lonely evening still sounds like your goodbye. You love me like a temporary thing, while I loved you like forever. Trying to survive the heartbreak of watching us unravel together. Yeah, depression learned my language the night you changed inside. Now every little piece of me still breaks when I drive at night. I stayed when I should've left, still begging love to stay. You love me like a temporary thing. Maybe the saddest kind of love is loving somebody permanently who only saw you temporarily. You love me like a temporary thing, but your ghost still lives in me. Still hearing your voice in silence, still feeling what used to be. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my heart stayed back somewhere. In the little moments you stopped choosing me, while I was still there. 'Cause losing you didn't happen suddenly. It happened little by little each day. You love me like a temporary thing. I saw the warning signs early, but love kept telling myself you'll change. You stopped holding me gently, stop, buck, W. Now the house feels colder than an E. Than the I should've left sooner. I stayed too long inside aloud, trying to. Yeah, your silence turned to poison. Run, still whisper. I gave you all my fragile love till nothing. Fuck, I stayed too. Everybody says I'm healing, but H, 'cause depression inside the things. I still hear your voice sometimes in songs late at night. Funny how toxic, and I hate how part of me still miss too. Maybe some people don't leave. Maybe that's because they love too deep. I stay too long, but the scars still remain, and every hidden pain. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my heart stayed back somewhere. Still search for the G, 'cause loving you didn't just hurt me, it tried. You used to hold me through the darkness, like you were scared to let me go. Now your touch feels unfamiliar, like loving me became too hard to hold. We went from talking for hours to silence filling up the car, and every mile between our hearts left another scar. I kept trying to fix the distance while you slowly disappeared. Funny how the person you love most can become your biggest fear. And I knew we were dying before we finally ended. The hardest part was watching you change into somebody I didn't know, loving me less with every day, while I kept holding on. Yeah, your silence hurt deeper than angry words ever could, 'cause losing someone slowly breaks you worse than leaving does. I miss the way you loved me before everything became this dark. The hardest part was watching you change. Now every night feels heavier, every song feels incomplete, and every little memory of us still knocks me off my feet. Everybody says move forward, but they don't know how it feels to lose somebody slowly while pretending it isn't real. And I hate that part of me still waits for your name on my phone. Even after all the damn, I still hate sleeping alone, and every empty evening still. The hardest part was watching you change. Every pressure was your memory, like shadows under, and every still lets you. I miss the person you are before love. The heart losing somebody instantly. Maybe it's watching them slowly stop loving you while you still love them with everything you have. The hardest part was watching you change and realizing I couldn't stop it. Watching forever slowly disappear while still praying we could fix it. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my heart stayed back somewhere, still holding on to memories like you might still care. 'Cause loving you didn't destroy me suddenly. It happened day by day. The hardest part was watching you change. You stopped looking at me like I was someone you needed. Started holding my hand like your heart already left. I felt the distance growing inside the way you spoke. Funny how love can die slowly without anybody knowing. I kept trying harder while you gave me less, and every night alone beside you started breaking what was left. I saw goodbye inside your eyes long before you said it, and I was begging you to stay while you were halfway gone, trying to save a love that stopped feeling like home. Yeah, your silence hurt deeper than screaming never could. 'Cause toxic love leaves scars where soft hearts once stood. I gave you every piece of me till nothing felt the same, and I still whisper your name even after all the pain. I was begging you to stay. Now the apartment feels colder, every room echoes you, and every little thing around me still reminds me what we lost. Everybody says move on, like heartbreak disappears, but lonely people carry sadness for years and years and years. I still check my phone at midnight, like maybe you'll come back, even though deep inside I know love faded into black. And every sleepless evening still sounds a little like your goodbye. I was begging you to stay, while slowly losing myself, smiling through depression 'cause I didn't know how to ask for help. Yeah, your ghost still sleeps beside me in the silence of this bed, and every lonely memory still circles in my head. I gave you all my fragile love, you left me emotionally erased, and somehow after everything I still wanted you to stay. this silence, I still beg you in my brain, please stay. Please stay. At first you held me close, like losing me would hurt. Now you barely say my name without sounding tired first. We used to stay awake for hours, talking about our dreams. Now silence fills the spaces where your love used to be. I noticed every small change, even when you thought I didn't. The way your eyes stopped searching for me, the way your touch felt different. And I kept loving harder while you slowly disappeared. You loved me less each day, and I felt every part of it, like watching flowers slowly die while still trying to water them. Yeah, your silence became colder, and sleeping here alone. And every lonely midnight still feels like losing home. I gave you all my fragile heart, but you drifted further away. You love me less each day. Everybody says heartbreak fades, but nobody talks about this. Watching someone fall out of love while you still love them endlessly. I still replay old memories, trying to find where we changed. 'Cause somewhere between forever and goodbye, we became strangers in pain. And I hate all part of me still waits for your voice at night. Even after all the damage, I still crave your light. And every empty morning still hurts worse than before. You love me less each day, while I stayed exactly the same. Still trying to fix the distance, still trying to fight the pain. Had depression, learned my language the night you let me go. And every little piece of me still refuses to move on. I miss the way you held me before love turned this gray. You love me less each day. Maybe the cruelest kind of heartbreak isn't being left all at once. Maybe it's feeling somebody slowly stop choosing you. You love me less each day, and I watched it happen slowly, trying to survive the silence that now surrounds me. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my heart stayed back somewhere, still holding on to memories like you might still care. 'Cause losing you wasn't sudden, it was pain stretched across days. You love me less each day. still slept beside me, but your heart was somewhere else. I could feel the distance growing, even when you said nothing. Your kisses lost their meaning, your touch turned cold at night, and every little silence started another fight inside my mind. I kept pretending not to notice, 'cause losing you terrified me. So I loved you even harder while you slowly stopped loving me, and I saw goodbye long before the door closed. I felt you leaving me before you left. That's what broke me most, watching your love disappear slowly while I still needed you close. Yeah, your silence became heavy, like sadness inside my chest, and every lonely midnight still won't let me rest. I gave you every fragile part till nothing remained. I felt you leaving before you left. Now the apartment echoes differently, like a ghost still lives inside, and every memory of us still keeps me awake at night. Everybody says move on, like heartbreak has an end, but depression stays longer when you lose your best friend. I still reach for my phone sometimes, hoping your name appears. Even after all the damage, I still wish you were here. And every empty morning still starts with missing you. I felt you leaving before you left, and it slowly killed my soul, trying to survive a love already growing cold. Yeah, toxic love leaves shadows that never fully fade, and every little piece of me still carries your name. I miss the way you loved me before we became this wreck. I felt you leaving before you left. Maybe the saddest kind of goodbye isn't sudden. Maybe it's watching some right in front of your eyes. I felt you leaving before you left, and I still feel it now. In every sleepless evening, and every silent breakdown. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my heart stayed trapped somewhere, still replaying all the moments when you used to care. 'Cause loving you didn't destroy me instantly, it happened breath by breath. I felt you leaving before you left. I felt you leaving before you left. You stopped reaching for my hand, like touching me became routine, and every little look between us lost the warmth it used to mean. I felt the distance growing slowly, inside the silence of the room. But I stayed there hoping somehow we could still outrun the truth. She stayed after the love was gone, still trying to hold us together, loving somebody with all her heart while watching him love her last forever. Yeah, every lonely midnight felt colder than before, 'cause sleeping next to someone fading hurts worse than sleeping alone. She stayed after the love was gone. Everybody thinks heartbreak happens the moment somebody leaves, but sometimes heartbreak starts earlier in all the small unseen things, like empty kisses in the kitchen, or fake smiles before sleep, or hearing I'm fine every night while both hearts quietly bleed. She stayed after the love was gone, till sadness became her home, trying to survive emotionally inside a relationship alone. Yeah, toxic love moves slowly, like smoke filling up your lungs, and every little piece of her still missed who he once was. 'Cause the hardest thing she ever did was holding on too long. She stayed after the love was gone. We stopped dancing in the kitchen, stopped laughing at midnight drives. Now you're side of this apartment feels colder every night. You still say my name softly, but it don't sound the same. Like somewhere between forever, you stopped feeling this way. I noticed every little change, the distance in your touch. Funny how the person you love most can stop loving you enough. And I kept holding tighter while you slipped through my hands. You fell out of love while I was still fighting for us, still crying in the bathroom, still praying we were enough. Yeah, your silence got louder every time we tried to talk, and every little piece of me broke while watching you stop. I would've survived a goodbye, but not this slow fade above. Now I drive through empty streets with your ghost beside my seat, listening to songs we love, trying not to fall too deep. Everybody says move forward, like heartbreak disappears fast, but toxic love leaves fingerprints long after it passed. And I hate that part of me still waits for your late night call, even after watching you stop needing me at all. And every lonely midnight still sounds like losing you again. You changed your mind, now I carry all this sadness like smoke inside my lungs. At night I stayed till there was nothing left, still begging us to rise above. You fell out of love. Maybe the coolest heartbreak isn't somebody leaving suddenly. Maybe it's watching them slowly stop choosing you, while you still choose them every day. You fell out of love, but I still wake up reaching out, still hearing your voice in silence, still trying to figure this out. Yeah, the world keeps spinning forward, but my soul stayed back somewhere. In the little moments you stopped caring, while I was still there. Losing you didn't kill me instantly, it happened slowly, night by night. You fell out of love while I was still trying to fight. Still trying, still loving, still breaking alone. You still lay beside me, but your heart stopped coming home. We went from talking about forever to staring at our phones. Your kisses felt automatic, your touch turned cold at night, and every little silence started another fight. I kept blaming myself quietly for the distance in your eyes, trying to save what was already gone while watching us slowly die. I felt your love fading before you said a word. You were gone before goodbye. I could feel it every night, in the way you stopped reaching for me, stopped holding me tight. Yeah, your silence broke me deeper than hearing we are done. 'Cause I watched you fall out of love while I still called you home. I stayed till there was nothing before goodbye. Now every room feels haunted by the way we used to be, and every little memory still cuts too deep in me. Everybody says just heal now, like hearts move on that fast, but toxic love leaves shadows long after it passed. I still wake up at midnight thinking maybe you'll call, even after watching you stop needing me at all. And every lonely evening still sounds like your last goodbye. You were gone before goodbye, and I felt the whole thing break. Every quiet moment between us took another breath away. Yeah, depression learned my language the night your love turned cold. Now I carry all this sadness like smoke inside my soul. I kept loving you completely while you slowly changed inside. You were gone before goodbye. Maybe the cruelest heartbreak isn't losing somebody instantly. Maybe it's feeling them disappear slowly while you still love them. Come, you were gone before goodbye, but I still reach for your side. Still hearing your voice in silence, still breaking down at night. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my heart stayed back somewhere. In the little moments you stopped loving me while I was still there. 'Cause losing you didn't happen suddenly, it happened piece by piece over time. You were gone before goodbye, gone before goodbye, but I still love you like you never left. We stopped talking like lovers, started talking like strangers, passing each other in silence, like we were scared of the danger. Your eyes stopped looking for mine, your touch stopped feeling warm, and every little piece of us started fading in the storm. I kept trying to hold on to the version we used to be, while you were already halfway gone, standing right in front of me. And I felt the distance growing every time you said I'm tired. I watched us die slowly without a single goodbye, just two broken people pretending everything's alright. Yeah, your silence became colder and sleeping here alone, and every lonely midnight still feels like losing home. I gave you every part of me till nothing survived the fight. I watched us die slowly. can escape. And every song about heartbreak still sounds like yesterday. Everybody says move on, but they don't know how it feels to lose somebody little by little while trying to keep it real. And I hate that I still miss you after all the pain you caused, 'cause toxic love leaves scars long after the love is lost. And every empty evening still sounds a little like your voice. I watched us die slowly while begging love to stay, trying to save forever as it slipped away. Yeah, depression learned my language the night you changed inside. Now every lonely piece of me still asked itself why I kept loving you completely while you emotionally left me behind. I watched us die slowly. I watched us die slowly. Maybe the saddest heartbreak isn't being abandoned all at once. Maybe it's watching somebody slowly stop loving you while you still love them endlessly. I watched us die slowly, and I still replay the fall. The little moments you stopped caring still hurt the most of all. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my soul stayed trapped somewhere in the silence between I love you and realizing you no longer care. 'Cause losing you didn't happen suddenly. It happened night after night. I watched us die slowly. You used to notice everything, the way I smiled, the way I hurt. Now I could cry beside you and you wouldn't say a word. We went from staying up for hours to barely speaking at all. And every little silence between us started feeling like a wall. I kept dressing up for nothing, still hoping you might see the girl who loved you endlessly before you stopped loving me. And I felt myself disappearing more every night beside you. Nothing was left to give. You made me feel invisible. Now the apartment sounds empty, even when the TV's on. And Every memory still hits me like the night you emotionally moved on. Everybody says you'll heal, but healing feels far away. 'Cause toxic love leaves shadows that don't disappear with days. I still stare at my phone sometimes, hoping your name lights up the dark. Even after watching you slowly pull apart my heart, and every lonely midnight still sounds like your goodbye. You made me feel invisible while I beg to still be seen. Trying to save a dying love that was already leaving me. Had depression, learned my language the night you stopped trying. Now every little piece of me still feels like it's dying. I kept loving you loudly while you loved me less each day. You made me feel invisible. Maybe the saddest heartbreak isn't screaming or goodbye. Maybe it's slowly realizing you no longer exist in someone's eyes. You made me feel invisible, but I still carry your ghost. Still hearing your voice in silence, still missing you the most. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, but my soul stayed back somewhere in the quiet little moments when you stopped acting like I was there. 'Cause losing you wasn't sudden, it happened slowly, night by night. You made me feel invisible. When we fight, it goes in slow motion. Let me go and leave me in the ocean. Tear me down, and I could never notice. Love is lost and I'm too far from focus. When we fight, it goes in slow motion. Let me go and leave me in the ocean. Tear me down, and I could never notice. Love is lost and I'm too far from focus. I remember way back in November, I was way too sentimental. If I died today, would you cry today? Maybe it's coincidental, it's not confidential. Life's too hard, it's detrimental. I put on a face, make you go away. No, I can't take this anymore. I hate the way you look at me. 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 When we fight, it goes face, tears down your 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 face. When we fight goes in slow motion. Let me go and leave me in the ocean. Tear me down, tear me down. And I could never notice. Love is lost and I'm too far from focus. When we fight goes in slow motion. Let me go and leave me in the ocean. Tear me down, and I could never notice. Love is lost and I'm too far from focus. Hurt like you do. I leave the lamp on low, but sleep won't come around. Your shirt still on my chair, like you never left this town. The glass on my nightstand has your lipstick at the rim. I try to wash you out, but you keep coming back in. And I stare at the ceiling till my eyes turn red. Hear you laugh in the hallway like a page gone dead. I reach for you, then I pull back fast, 'cause the worst kind of memory is the one that lasts. Whiskey goes, you keep pulling me close. Whiskey goes, I can't let you go. I'm deep in the blue, still reaching for you. Whiskey ghosts, you hurt like you do. Hurt like you do. Your key on the table, your scarf in the rain, your name in my mouth like a bruise from your name. I drive past your corner, then circle back twice. It's a beautiful sadness that keeps me alive. And I stare at the ceiling till my heart slows down. Hear you laugh in the hallway when there's no one around. I reach for you, then I pull back fast, 'cause the worst kind of memory is the one that lasts. Whiskey goes, you keep pulling me close. Whiskey goes, I can't let you go. I'm deep in the blue, still reaching for you. Whiskey ghosts, you hurt like you do. Hurt like you do. Hey. If I could clean the moon off this broken glass, I'd pour out the hurt and I wouldn't look back. But the night knows my name, and it calls me home. So I hold what remains, like a ghost in my bones. Whiskey ghost, you keep pulling me close. Whiskey ghost, I can't let you go. I'm deep in the blue, still reaching for you. Whiskey ghost, you hurt like you do, hurt like you do. Ooh, whiskey ghost, I keep falling through. Whiskey ghost, I'm still made of you, still made of you. I leave the lamp off, still can't sleep. Your old jacket on my seat. I watch the glass shake in my hand. One more bad thought I can't stand, and I know it's over now, but your name won't let me out. Ghost memories, they keep me up. Ghost memories still fill my cup. I drink to you, then I fall apart. Ghost memories right through my heart. Late night receipts, no words back. Same blue glow, same empty track. Your laugh comes back like a knife, sweet as poison, ruins my night. And I know it's over now, but your name won't let me out. Ghost memories, they keep me up. Ghost memories still fill my cup. I drink to you, then I fall apart. Ghost memories right through my apart. Ghost memories right through my heart. Broken heart and love is toxic. Mental state is catastrophic. Broke her heart and she was perfect. Should've never gone and done it. Should've never gone and done it. And I see my demise when I look in her eyes, and I see my demise, and I look in her eyes. Another failed mission. You tell me to listen. I don't pay attention, but I'm gonna miss it. And I see my demise when I look in her eyes, and I see my demise when I look in her eyes. When I look in her eyes, and I see my demise when I look in her eyes. You taste like a warning, wrapped in a pretty light. I keep on reaching for you, even when I know why. You leave your ashes on me and ask me why I shake. I wear your name like a bruise that never seems to fade. I said I'm done, then you pull me back in. One more look at your face and I let it begin. My hands go cold, my mind goes black. I lose my ground when you call me back. Toxic love. look at your face and I let it begin. My hands go cold, my mind goes black. I lose my ground when you call me back. Toxic love, toxic love. You keep me twisted up. Toxic love, toxic love. I can't get out of the rut. Broken heart, broken heart. You had me from the start. Toxic love, toxic love. You left ash in my heart, ash in my heart. If I could cut the cord, I'd do it in one breath. But I still hear your voice in the corners of my head. I'm tired of the pain, tired of the chase, tired of calling it love when it's just a cage. Toxic love, toxic love. You keep me twisted up. Toxic love, toxic love. I can't get out of the rut. Broken heart, broken heart. You had me from the start. Toxic love, toxic love. You left ash in my heart, ash in my heart. You keep still visit my dormer. That's the worst part. Coffee ring on the sink and your name on my screen. You say you care, then you cut me open, leave me there like I asked for the bleed. I keep picking up the pieces, you keep breaking what you touch. Every sweet word tastes like smoke, every touch comes back too much. Salt in my pocket, salt in my mouth. I keep coming back even when you pull me down. Salt in my pocket, salt in my pocket, salt in my pocket. You broke my heart and I still want out. Your jacket on the chair still takes up space. I throw it by the door, then I let it stay. My friends say leave, but you know I'm weak for it. One text from you and I'm back in the wreckage. I keep picking up the pieces, you keep breaking what you touch. Every promise turns to dust, every kiss adds one more cut. Salt in my pocket, salt in my mouth. I keep coming back even when you pull me down. Salt in my pocket, salt in my pocket, salt in my pocket. You broke my heart and I still want out. Just two hearts that turned to dust. We were real, but we still lost. Love was true, but came with cost. We did it right, we did it clean. Still lost everything between. Maybe love don't always win, even when it's genuine. We were real. You say you love me, but it don't feel that way. You say you're here to stay, but you keep drifting away. Every promise that you make feels like it's bound to break. You say I'm all you need, but I don't feel the same. 'Cause love ain't just what you say, it's how you show my name. I'm tired of hearing words that don't mean anything. You say you love me, but you don't hold me close. You say you need me, but you still let me go. You say forever, but you can't stay. So tell me what it really means when you say. You say I'm on your mind, but you're never by my side. And every time I try, you just let it pass me by. I'm holding on to hope while you're letting go of me. And I don't know what's real or what you want me to believe. If love is more than words, then why don't I feel it? You say you love me, but you don't hold me close. You say you need me, but you still let me go. You say forever, but you can't stay. So tell me what it really means when you say. Maybe I believe too much. Maybe I ignore the truth. Maybe I just wanted love more than I wanted proof. You say you love me, but it fades away. You say you need me, but you couldn't stay. You say forever, but it slipped away. So now I don't believe a word you say. you say?